Two goals, one World Cup stage. And Carlo Ancelotti had just one thing to say about your Manchester United striker that has the entire football world talking. But before we get to that statement, and trust me, you need to hear it, we are also covering a massive Real Madrid twist in the Tchouaméni saga that every Red Devils fan needs to know about, and a long-term contract offer that United have placed on the table for a winger who just announced himself to the world. This is a big one. Stay with us, let's set the scene properly. Matheus Cunha, Manchester United's Brazilian forward, stepped onto the international stage for Brazil's 2026 World Cup group stage clash against Haiti, and what he delivered in that match was not just impressive. It was the kind of performance that shifts how the entire football world sees a player. Before a single ball was kicked, there was already a storyline worth following. Carlo Ancelotti made the bold tactical decision to start Cunha from the first whistle, a call that was far from guaranteed, given that Eder Thiago had been leading the line before this fixture. Ancelotti backed a Manchester United player on the biggest international stage in football, and what happened next was nothing short of extraordinary. Before we get into those goals, if you are a serious Red Devils fan who wants the news that actually matters, not filler, not clickbait, then United Flow is exactly where you need to be. Hit that subscribe button right now, turn on notifications, and join thousands of passionate United supporters who rely on this channel every single day. It is completely free and it keeps content like this coming to you every day. Now let's talk about those goals. The first goal arrived in the 23rd minute through a brilliant piece of opportunism. Vinicius Jr. unleashed a powerful shot toward the Haiti goal and the goalkeeper failed to hold it cleanly. Cunha, having already broken free from tight marking, was right there to turn the rebound into the net with composure that belied the pressure of the moment. The goal broke the deadlock and instantly ignited Brazil's attacking play. The second goal came just 13 minutes later, in the 36th minute, and was arguably even more impressive. A devastating counter-attack tore Haiti's backline apart through relentless pressing and brilliant link-up play between the Brazilian forwards. Vinicius Jr. spotted the run, slipped a perfectly weighted through ball into space, and Cunha chased it down before firing a powerful left-footed strike past the helpless goalkeeper to make it 2-0 and seal his brace. Now let's talk numbers, because the statistics from this performance are genuinely extraordinary. Cunha played 64 minutes before being taken off for a rest. In that time, he registered 100% shot accuracy. Every single shot he attempted ended up in the back of the net. He also completed 25 out of 30 passes in the opposition half, demonstrating that he was not just a poacher but a complete contributor to Brazil's attacking play. These numbers earned him the Man of the Match award with a performance rating of 8.47, the highest of any player on the pitch. And the trademark surfing celebration after the second goal was the kind of moment that reminds you there is a genuine personality and character behind all those numbers. Now the Ancelotti statement. This is what you came for and it is worth every second of the build-up. At the post-match press conference, Carlo Ancelotti was measured and satisfied. He praised the team's overall improvement compared to their opening match against Morocco, specifically highlighting how much sharper the attacking department looked and how well the players controlled the game defensively. But then the focus shifted, and this is the moment that matters for every single Manchester United supporter. Ancelotti described Matheus Cunha as a highly associative forward, and that label is worth unpacking in detail, because it tells you exactly how one of the greatest managers in football history sees this player's role and value. Rather than deploying Cunha as a traditional penalty box striker who waits for chances to arrive, Ancelotti explained that Cunha's greatest strength is his ability to drift wide, drop deep to collect the ball, and actively create space for the players around him. This movement and intelligence, according to Ancelotti, was the key to unlocking Haiti's stubborn defensive shape and allowing Brazil's attacking flow, particularly the devastating partnership with Vinicius Jr., to become fluid and fully connected throughout the match. Ancelotti also stressed, despite his clear satisfaction, that Brazil must not rest on their laurels and must keep raising their standards for the tougher matches ahead. But the praise for Cunha was specific, detailed, and deliberate, and coming from Carlo Ancelotti, that means everything. Now let's bring this back to Old Trafford, because that is what matters most. Cunha's form at this World Cup is not just good news for Brazil. It is a massive confidence injection for Manchester United heading into next season. The profile Ancelotti described, an associative forward who not only scores but creates space and links play, is precisely the type of attacking intelligence United need to break down the organized, physical defenses they face week in, week out in the Premier League. The fact that he is producing this at the highest international level, under a world-class manager on the biggest stage in football, tells you that his quality is no fluke. Cunha is the real deal, and United fans should be genuinely excited about what he can bring to the club in both domestic and European competition next season. If this breakdown is giving you what you need, do United Flow a massive favor and smash that like button right now. It takes 1 second, it costs you nothing, and it genuinely helps this channel keep delivering you this level of United coverage every single day. Every like means everything to us here. Now let's talk transfers. Michael Carrick is in the middle of a significant midfield rebuild following the departure of Casemiro, and United's search for reinforcements has led the club to closely monitor the shifting dynamics at some of Europe's biggest clubs. Right now, the biggest shift of all is happening at Real Madrid. The key development is the return of José Mourinho as Real Madrid manager, which has reportedly shaken up Los Blancos' plans in a significant way. Spanish media reports suggest that as a direct consequence of Mourinho's appointment, Aurélien Tchouaméni is no longer available for transfer. But here's where the story gets genuinely interesting for United supporters, because Manchester United's representatives have already held initial talks with Tchouaméni's agents, with a transfer fee in the region of £60 million to £69 million being discussed. Tchouaméni is widely regarded as one of the very best defensive midfielders in world football right now. His physical strength combined with his tactical flexibility makes him the ideal player to anchor United's midfield, protecting the defense while simultaneously controlling the team's play going forward. The United hierarchy view landing a player of his caliber as essential if the club is to mount a serious challenge in the Champions League next season. The situation at Madrid remains fluid, and this is a story worth following very closely. Now to the transfer story that has a very real chance of getting over the line quickly. Crysencio Summerville is a 24-year-old Dutch winger who has been playing for West Ham United, and his profile has rocketed in recent weeks after he scored a stunning goal on his Netherlands national team debut in their World Cup group stage draw against Japan, a performance that attracted attention from clubs including Paris Saint-Germain. What gives this story real weight is the endorsement coming from a United legend. Nicky Butt has publicly backed the potential transfer, arguing that United should be targeting players who are hungry, explosive, and ready to prove themselves at the highest level, and he sees Summerville as exactly that kind of profile. But believes the Dutch winger has all the foundations needed to become a reliable starter at Old Trafford, while honestly acknowledging that consistency at the very top level is still something Summerville needs to develop. The deal details are significant. Manchester United have opened official talks with Summerville's camp and have tabled a long-term contract offer running until 2031, with an option to extend by a further year until 2032. That level of long-term commitment signals that this is not a casual inquiry. United want this wrapped up before other clubs make their move. West Ham's asking price sits in the £45 million to £50 million range, with the deal potentially linked to the successful sale of Marcus Rashford to free up budget. The timing here is particularly advantageous. West Ham were relegated to the Championship last season, and that financial reality means they must sell key assets, creating a window of opportunity United are clearly trying to exploit. One final detail worth mentioning: Summerville wears the number 7 shirt at West Ham and has a well-known attachment to it, but that number belongs to Mason Mount at Old Trafford and is not moving. The Dutchman would most likely need to choose between number 12 or number 18, and that is a question worth dropping in the comments right now. So here is where everything stands. Cunha delivered a stunning World Cup brace with 100% shot accuracy and the Man of the Match award. Ancelotti's highly associative forward label is a detailed, specific, and significant compliment that tells United fans exactly what kind of player they have. The Tchouaméni situation remains alive despite Real Madrid's official stance. United have already made their move at £60 to £69 million. And Summerville has a long-term contract offer on the table, with United's serious, moving fast, and West Ham's relegation making this one of the most realistic big signings United could make this summer. That is everything for today here at United Flow, your home for the most honest and passionate Manchester United coverage on YouTube. If this video gave you something today, a new perspective, a stat you did not know, or just that genuine feeling of being a proper Red Devils fan, then subscribe to United Flow right now. It is completely free, it takes 2 seconds, and every single subscriber helps this channel grow and keeps this level of content coming to you every single day. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Can Cunha replicate this World Cup form back at Old Trafford? Which story today excited you the most? We read every single comment and we love hearing from you. Until next time, stay red, stay passionate, and we will see you in the next one right here at United Flow.